Good morning and welcome to ProPilot Aviation weather. We had that atmospheric river come through, which is also monsoonal flow, and it's supposed to be good weather now. So let's take a look, see what we've got. So come over here, I'm going to just type A for, and then it comes up with aviationweather.gov, and that's where I start. Usually start over here with the prog charts, lower right corner as I've mentioned before, and then up in here WPC prog chart, click that one, click the latest hour, take a look at the timestamp, 1200 UTC Thursday 22 February 2024. That becomes 4 a.m. our time, so we have some high pressure system up here in the northwest, and in the west over here high pressure system. So normally this indicates good weather, and in general it is good weather. Okay, like I said, in general. Off the coast over here we have another low pressure system coming in, and due to these high pressure systems it shows that it starts to die out, then it comes back, so it's kind of intermittent in the prog charts. We'll see what happens, and we'll see how strong it is with the satellite. Take a look at the 6 hours from now, supposedly. Okay, this is 1800 UTC Thursday, February 22. So it did move forward, and that becomes 10 p.m. tonight on Monday. It's on, excuse me, I'm off on my days. 10 p.m. today on Thursday. So 1800 UTC, 10 p.m. Pacific. And you can see these high pressure systems are still right here. The low pressure system over here at that time is what's predicted. Isobars are pretty far apart in our area, so no major wind. But look at this, 2 low pressure troughs, elongated areas of low pressure. It's not a low pressure center, but it's an elongated area of low pressure, and this is at 10 p.m. tonight. So these elongated areas of low pressure sometimes, depending on the atmospheric conditions and how much moisture there's in the air, can produce low ceilings and fog. Remember that one. 12 hours comes out to be 0600 Friday UTC 23 February. So that becomes Thursday for us. And 6 a.m. that is 10 p.m. 10 p.m. at night. Let me go back here. Did I make this one wrong? Yeah, I did this one wrong. Sorry about that. 1800 is 10 a.m. That's 10 a.m. Thursday. So sorry about that prior one. So let's take a look at that one. We already took a look at it. Oh, trying to get going. So let's see. 1800 is 10 a.m. on Pacific time, and that's what we can project to see. This one is now 6 a.m. Friday, which is 10 p.m. Thursday. That 10 a.m. becomes more important with respect to this low pressure trough. I'm going to get moving quickly because I have an appointment, so I'll get going. And let's go to 1800. That's the same timestamp. You did notice a little change over here, and the issue time 1540 on this one. And let's go back here, click. You saw just a little change in that. Fronts did not move. Issue time is 1540 UTC. So it's rather interesting that there are little differences in the same timestamp. Notice in this case on the West Coast, the low pressure system with its associated cold front, occluded front, and warm front is dissipating. That's where you have your dashed lines. It's not steady like this. It's not steady like that, cold front or warm front, but it's dashed line, also called frontolysis, which is the dissipation or the dissolution of the front. It's dying out. 12 o'clock UTC, that's 4 a.m. Make sure I get that correct now. Elongated area of low pressure once again, and here even though we have high pressure, again possibility for low ceilings and fog. Let's take a look at what I mean with that. I'm just going to go to aviationweather.gov because that's how I know how to get back to some of this stuff a little bit quicker. So let's take a look at this one and notice that right there. For our current time frame of 8 a.m. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, see what other ones we get, and come in here. So right here we've got Los Angeles, 22nd, 15:53 Zulu, date and time, location, date, timestamp, wind calm, 6 statute miles in haze, a few clouds at 1,200, a few clouds at 27,000, temperature 13, dew point 10, altimeter 3023. And I've talked about the remarks before. So that elongated area of low pressure is right in this vicinity. What's this one have? Oh, look at that one. San Ynez, 22nd day, 15:55 Zulu, automatic system, calm winds, 1/4 statute mile in light rain and fog. That's what I was talking about with that elongated area of low pressure. That elongated area of low pressure is further over this way, forecasted for 10 a.m. Overcast at 300 feet, temperature 7, dew point 7. Temperature, dew point close together usually means low visibilities, low ceilings. Altimeter 3024, higher pressure, normally associated with better weather, but we've got very low visibilities in fog and low ceiling of 300 feet overcast. That's what I was talking about. And right next to it in Lompoc, the 22nd, 15:56, fairly close to that other timestamp. Wind 110 at 4, 10 statute miles. Visibility, so good visibility, but overcast at 600 feet. Temperature, dew point equal at 9. Altimeter still higher, 3024. So again, that's what I was talking about. Let me see what Camarillo has. 10 statute miles clear, temperature 11, dew point 8, altimeter 3024. So a little better over there. Santa Maria, clear skies, temperature, dew point equal. Okay, something to be careful on that. The worst fog usually occurs 1 hour after sunrise. So even though you got clear skies, I've had this situation before, crystal clear, and all of a sudden low ceilings and fog form within that 1 hour after sunrise, and they lasted till about 3 hours after sunrise. So something to be aware of when you have those low pressure troughs. No rain, but look at this, Paso Robles, 22nd day, 15:53, automatic, calm winds, 1/4 statute mile in fog, vertical visibility, 200 feet. The other day I forgot what VV was. Temperature 6, dew point 5, altimeter 3027, so higher pressure, but still low visibilities, low ceilings. Okay, and I think you get the picture of what I was talking about. I think in our area, let me zoom in some more. Let's see what we got here. Usually 4 miles in haze, 2300, 23, that's altimeter, but it doesn't have a ceiling. Okay, because it's only few. 4 miles in haze, few at 2000. So still lower visibility, and haze is similar to fog in the sense that you don't have good visibility. This is marginal VFR. 5 miles is VFR. 4 statute miles in haze, temperature 14, dew point 11. And let's see this one, 7 miles, few at 1,200, few at 25,000. Temperature, dew point 1310. And John Wayne, calm winds, 10 miles, few at 1,500, temperature 13, dew point 9. Now with this kind of condition, usually in our area, the fog does burn off, and it improves fairly quickly after the morning. Van Nuys, winds 290 at 3, 2.5 statute miles in mist, overcast at 200, temperature, dew point equal at 8. Right next to it, Burbank, look at that, 10 miles, clear skies, temperature 9, dew point 7. Very interesting with these two airports so close together, yet one has low visibility, 2.5 statute miles in mist, overcast at 200 feet, and then this one is 10 miles, clear skies. So use care when flying into these areas where one airport's going to be good, the next one is not. So, luckily there's an alternate close by. Okay. And there was something I wanted to show you here. IFR conditions right here. So the G AirMet, so the AirMet, I've always known it just as an AirMet. There's that, and look at that. This whole area right here is calling for ceilings below 1,000 feet, visibilities below 3 statute miles in mist and fog. So that's the area being covered by that low pressure trough. This one does not show the low pressure trough right here. It does show in here, but as we saw in the proc charts, it did show that low pressure trough right here. Forecasted for 10 a.m. Thursday. I'm looking at my dates over here. So Thursday, February 22nd at 10 a.m., that proc chart is forecasted in the proc charts, and it shows these potential conditions for low visibilities and low ceilings. I'll just go back to it quickly just to let you see that particular proc chart right there. I think this has proc charts too. Just the fronts. What the fronts usually has the proc charts in there. So I'll go back over there right now, and let's go again. The best way I know is click this, aviationweather.gov, come over here, and proc charts 0600. That's 1800 UTC, Thursday, February 22nd. I'll get that correct. -8 hours equals 10. So 10 a.m. Thursday, there is that low pressure trough being projected. It's not in that other chart that we just saw, but it is here, and this whole area right here has an AirMet for low visibilities and low ceilings. All right, thank you much, and we shall see you soon.